Hello, Commanders. Welcome to another episode of Surviving Mars. If you've ever wondered what it would be like to be on an asteroid, we're going to explore that option today, so stick around. We're going to load up our very first rocket that has a lander on it, and we'll see what kind of resources we need to prepare ourselves to be able to land on an asteroid. And we've never done this before. On Soul number 192, I believe somebody has a record for being able to go on an asteroid much sooner than that, but I am playing this game kind of slow. Taking it a leg at a time, discovering new things. The very first couple of games that I played were just to explore the options that I have. So right now we are underground. We just put a shuttle hub so that we can shuttle our resources around the map. It's much easier and cheaper than having drone hubs around. If we do want to hop down a drone hub, all you need is the depot right next to it, and the shuttle hubs. The shuttles can actually land and provide the necessary minerals or the necessary parts to be able to build the drone hubs there. So we do have the underground elevator already plopped down, and some of the resources are already down there. But as far as going on an asteroid, you need a specialized type of rocket. And this rocket it's customized only for asteroids. You can't use one of the passenger or cargo rockets to be able to go there, but you do need, when you do make these rockets, you have to keep in mind that you'll need a way to get back, so you can either mine water or have a water extractor up on the asteroid that you have. If you have water up there, it'd be a good idea to create fuel on your return back. So you want to have the amount of fuel that you need to get there and the amount to get back. So the rockets that we have right now are 15. You need 15 units of fuel. So on your rocket, you should have an extra 15 for the return trip home. So it's not too bad having a rocket. It's just, since this was our first time, we weren't sure what resources we need. I saw there was options to have prefab buildings, but ordering these would require a supply pod or a cargo rocket to have these certain things. And so if you want to see how much you need, you can look at these prefab buildings and they'll show you the amount of resources you need to build on there. Or you could order these prefabs. The cost difference, it's up to you. If you have more money than resources, it would be a good thing to just order the prefabs. Or if you have a lot of resources and you can build up in the asteroid, then that's what you do. So I can't remember if we actually go to the asteroid in this episode, but we eventually explore the options in the future. We have multiple missions that go up to that place. So as you can see, I needed another dome because I was starting to run out of food. When we eventually unlock the open farms, you'll see that there's going to be a surplus of food. But right now, the dome needs to provide food for them. I miscalculated how many diners or grocery stores we need per colony or colonist that we need, but it eventually kind of ticks what I need. When I have one transfer dome, the dome that's in the middle of two domes, I put at least 2 sets of diners and 2 sets of grocery stores. That seems to be a good number. So as you can see, we landed on our first asteroid. we have all these resources. I gotta figure out what I need to do. I do need to set down power, and eventually I want to do some mining. Right at this point, I don't want to bring any colonists up here because we don't have a means to put, we can't put a habitat fast enough to where they can survive without oxygen or water while they wait for these things to build, which is what I'm thinking about doing. Is I'm going to send a rocket in advance to build those things, just like we did on Mars, and then take another rocket and have the passengers on there. So underground, once we had the shuttle hubs, it was a lot easier to transfer the resources over. But as you can see later on, I ran out of fuel rather quickly. There's an automated version of, there's an automated option for the minimum amount of resources that you need to store underground. I haven't really explored it yet in this episode, but if you have trouble doing stuff underground, it would be wise to have the resources planned out, so you can have it automated where it will meet a certain limit each time. You would always have those resources available for the subsurface. Here we are, we're setting another rocket. I think we might be thinking about putting people, but it might be too soon. I do feel a couple of missions going to the asteroid with people on board, but that's something I won't talk about. I may have restarted the game because I didn't want to experience anyone's death on an asteroid, so I cut that from the next video. But yeah, I try not to do reloads like that, but since I'm trying to learn how to do this game, if it's something that tragic, I kind of roll back, which is one of the things about this game that's really tempting, is that if a mistake happens, you just roll back. But I'll try not to do that often. Anyway, this is all the time that we have. I hope you liked this episode. If you like the video, please hit the like button just so that you don't miss future videos. Please hit the subscribe button, or you can join. Happy New Year. Today is the first. Forgot to wish you a Happy New Year. The first of 2022. Can't believe it's already here, and we landed on our first asteroid. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Next episode that we have is going to be on the 4th, and what do we have planned? We have a do-it-yourself thing. So I am going to build or repair a small computer that you've seen in my past videos. It's one of the ones that was water damaged. Also, it's in the NFC, the small form factor case, so that should be a good thing. It's all the time that we have. Take care, stay safe. I'll see you in 3 days. It's John Nezodam signing out. Remember, you're essential.